What are you doing training, bro? Man, I know. He been home before me. Oh, ooh.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Chicago Bears. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Velus Jones now from his end zone.
Velus Jones on the return. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They run with a former Panther. It's D'Onta Foreman. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Cousins. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, The blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Montez Sweat, the man that's having to fight in and drop him. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut him down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Foreman powering ahead, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Bears at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Mooney, the motion man right. Foreman's going to get it again on second down. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. You look at this Raiders defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
3rd down and 10. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Cousins now. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Cousins. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
And Jones will go in motion right. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You look at this Raiders defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers.
Now the Raiders have got him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Back at his 48-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Gun. 300. Wait the hot.
Now Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Play fake. Cousins. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 12 more yards there and another first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense. From the red zone now, Cousins.
He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And the Bears are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the first and goal.
Here we go now on first and goal.
Hey, flipper. What's that?
Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Get it! Big Lion! Ready!
On second down, here's Foreman. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. D'Onta Foreman, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. And that run caps off a 99-yard drive.
Would it be safe to say that that finishing run is an exclamation point on this one?
Big time. I mean, 99-yard drive.
I mean, when you start that, all you're thinking about as an offense is somehow trying to create room for your punter. And if you can get 2 first downs, you've considered the drive a success. I don't know what you call this, all the way down putting in the end zone. That's pretty spectacular.
Ultimate success. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. There's Jaquan Brisker getting to him behind the line. Great play by the safety.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now 2nd and 3. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On 2nd down, O'Connell. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And Devontae's going to have a Raiders 1st down as the tackle made at the 31-yard line. That one goes for 8 yards.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
O'Connell on 1st and 10. His throw incomplete.
Well, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Flushed out right. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. O'Connell quick out wide and complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. One more time with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself, you don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
A second down throw for Cousins. And it'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Final play of the half. Cousins looking deep here for Mooney. Oh, and that is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets. This ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 80 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Montez Sweat with a tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Able to slither by. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Gervon Dexter in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Back to throw, O'Connell. Here's a diving catch right side. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. O'Connell. That's to his running back, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track.
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
On third down, Cousins.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Here comes the Bears punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Quick throw caught out wide by Renfro. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing, O'Connell. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Now Cousins sees something. He's going to change this around.
It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. Bust through the tackle. And now off to the races down the right side.
45 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the 3rd and then carry that over to the 4th.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
On the handoff, here's Foreman.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup, but even after that, they're left with a 3rd and very long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So third down and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer.
Hey, Ringo, 48.
Now a give to Edmonds. Fights off the defender, and he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
A 45-yard attempt.
And that's off the left upright, but it caroms right in. How about that? The kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So apparently the bank is open. And fortunate for them as it gives them a fourth quarter lead.
And you talk about being fortunate. Fortune was definitely on their side there. I think 9 times out of 10, this ball hits the bar and comes right down. But he manages to put a little English on it, and he gets it to go.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now a 2nd and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. O'Connell here on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Now Cousins going to change it up. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's complete to Mooney. Touchdown! Darnell Mooney. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Now it's O'Connell. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Now O'Connell. Same target. It's Jacobs again.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
O'Connell now off the bootleg. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Second and 10. And O'Connell now to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And the Bears are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Foreman takes it, headed right.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Now they'll audible to something else. Foreman will try to pick it up.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Here comes the Bears punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's O'Connell.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. O'Connell.
Flush to his right.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Gets this to Myers.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They prefer to use them on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10.
He hits Adams complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To throw here, O'Connell.
Mayer there to bring it in. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Here's 1st down. Sticking to the air with O'Connell here.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Here's O'Connell. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to get it back to a 1-score game. The kick by Carlson is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. In the 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches task, where when you score on special teams 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan,